Hello, welcome. This is 6IXYARD Box. Welcome. This is the Super Eagles updates. Looking forward to the World Cup qualifier between Nigeria and Gabon in the playoffs on Thursday in Rabat. And yeah, there's been news coming out of the Eagles camp. The players are there. 24 players are in camp already. They're in their hotel. But the news coming out from the hotel is like the players are boycotting training, a final training session today, a penultimate training session today before the press conference tomorrow. And it's just really, the news coming out is just really shocking. It's bad. Um, it's just, what can we say, man? Come on, man. Nigeria, they have to do better. We always see this happening with the Nigerian national team, and it is something that we always, I'm gonna put it, it's something that we, it's just really bad. Um, it's just something that's been happening for so long in Nigerian football, and we have to get rid of it. We have to basically get rid of this, man. It's just not right, in terms of the way our teams are being prepared for competitions. Uh, you know, the Eagles boycott training. It's just sad. Eagles boycott training due to unpaid unpaid allowances from 20 whatever. And I think everybody have been talking about this as well, and I just felt like I needed to say something as well. It's so sad. We go through all this every single time in Nigeria. We have a big game to play. The players sacrifice everything. They play for their country, although they're well paid by their club, but they sacrifice their comfort and their what do you call it? Their profession, to come and play. We've had stories in the past of players not being paid, and players getting injured and they were not taken care of, and this is not about this story about Nigeria, about the football team is not only about it's not only about football. It just applies to everything about that Nigeria, my country, which I'm proud of. And I just returned from Nigeria as well, and there are loads of people trying to make a difference, but there's still a lot of stuff that's just not right. You pay for something, you don't get what you pay for sometimes. From my experience, anyway, the hotel I stayed in, I didn't really like it. I'm not gonna mention the hotel, but the staff were really nice. They were doing all they can, but the hotel, you can tell that the hotel needed major, basically reconstruction, major facelift. You can have something for a while, but after a while, if you keep using it, you're gonna have to take care of it. Just like you having a car, you have to take care of the car eventually. You can't just keep driving it as if it was new. There's wear and tear. You can go around it and patch things up, but you still have to do proper work. And basically, from that, my experience, I'm just relating to what the players are going through. From my experience as well, the hotel, well, although that's a private hotel not owned by the government, but still the same mentality by Nigerians sometimes. And sometimes we can blame the government at times, but the same people, normal day people, are the same people that are in government. They are not different. They are not like aliens or whatever. They are the same people that get into government. And if you have that mentality, as a normal uh, Nigerian that's not in government, if you have that mentality in your business, in whatever, in your day-to-day life, When you get into government, that's what you're going to be doing, and that's going to affect the country. And you know, and it's just really sad that the players are going through this in one of the most important games for the national team. These players are getting paid. I'm not sure how much they're being paid, but that money that they're getting for playing for Nigeria is peanuts to what they're getting at their clubs. I saw a video of Osimhen. He was signing autographs on Sunday, and he was rushing. He was telling the person that was signing the autograph for that, I'm only going to sign 2 autographs because I have to catch my plane because I need to go to. Basically, he needs to report to the Nigerian camp to play this match. And the players are sacrificing everything, and the one thing that you needed to do is to make sure you. I saw that picture of Wobi. I'm not sure if I can share that picture, but it's on the social media. It's everywhere. You can go on Google and find it. My first impression when I saw the hotel, I was thinking, is that the only hotel in that area with that view? And apparently there are loads of hotels in Rabat, and this one is like ranked 17th or something, or 71 or something in the country. And that's where that's where they're putting the national team. I think everybody in charge of that national team, everybody in charge of that Nigerian team should be ashamed. Going back to the president, if the president gets back to the president and you're looking at that picture and you're seeing where the teams are, the players are, you should be ashamed, man. You know, the NFF chairman as well. These guys, man, they all, and when you call them out, they will all come out and be defending themselves. This is indefensible. It's so sad that these players, they're playing for the country, and and you get people in the comments say, yeah, but they should play for free anyway. They can stay anywhere, but it's just a stupid mentality to have. These players, they needed to be in the right frame of mind for this game, and they needed to be given every single thing for them to be able to perform properly. You know, and I don't want to see anybody coming out if we don't make this game get to the final or get to the World Cup. Don't want to see any fans coming out and criticizing the players, because this NFF, they've shown that they are not professionals, man. These guys are. They should be running a. They can't. I don't even think they could run a local shop, and that's the problem with Nigeria. When you put people that are not qualified to run businesses or to run companies, this is what you get. Go to Nigeria. Every facet of that country, every facet of that country is affected by the people running those facets, because at the end of the day there's a lack of professionalism, lack of care for the customers or clients or whoever they are dealing with. And I'm not going to say everybody is the same. I'm not going to paint everybody with the same brush, but I think majority of people in that country, because they think the country is so bad, people just behave like the same. Basically, they just normalize everything. They just believe, oh, the country is bad anyway, so nobody cares. I might as well think about it. I think only about myself. None of these NFF officials or the Football Federation officials or the minister, they've all been paid their allowances. I bet they've all got their allowances. They got their salary. They got 10 drivers, got 25 cars. They got maids. They got this. They got that. The only thing they got to do for these players is pay their bonuses and put them in a decent hotel. And this is what they're going through. This is what the players are going through. It's really sad. It's really sad. And for me anyway, we qualify, we don't qualify, I don't even really care anymore. Because at the end of the day, if these players don't get Nigeria to the World Cup, there's only one set of people to blame, and those people are the NFF, the NFF chairman, the sports commissioner, the National Sports Commission chairman, all of them, man. They are to blame, man. You only got to look at the state of the football in Nigeria as well. It's shocking, man. It's shocking. And everyone else, all these people, they're all getting paid their salary, getting paid their bonuses and everything like that. They're getting their houses furnished. If you go to their houses now, you see furnitures there. These people, when they move, even when they leave the government, they take the furnitures with them, and then the new person coming in, they spend the government's money again to buy new furnitures for the new people coming in. I mean, it's just madness, man. It's crazy, man. It's sad. It's sad, man. It's really, really sad, man. That in 2025, the Super Eagles, the hotel that they're staying in, the hotel looks like it's like two-star hotel. It's really sad, man. And these people gotta do better. And people got, everyone is gotta call these people out, man. These people are they're they are not qualified to be holding offices and representing holding offices to holding offices in Nigeria. These people they can't be representing Nigeria. It's sad. It's sad, man. You know, and this will continue. It won't stop. It will definitely continue because we won't call them out. People won't call them out. The NFF chairman should be on TV tomorrow and try and defend this thing, this boycott from these players, and try and defend it. We had stories in the past of players. We had stories in the past whereby they brought money and they told the players that we don't have the full money now. Take this and then we'll give you the rest later. Can you imagine? It is sad, really sad, man. And the NFF is gonna do better. So yeah, enough of me ranting. I just felt I had to do something. I had to come out and say something, and I bet most people are saying the same. But yeah, we'll see what happens. They're gonna respond tomorrow now. You see all of them now, they'll go into news and start coming out with, yeah, the hotel was booked 5 years ago. Everybody agreed about it. It was one of the best hotels in Rabat, Morocco. Lies, man. That's what they'll come up with. But yeah, we move on to the match. I'm gonna do something in the podcast, Footy Match podcast, where we're gonna dive into this more and dive into the reaction from this. And then we're gonna look at the games, the four games in the playoffs, and also some other stuff. So check out the Footy Mart podcast episode series 1, series 2, episode 1 tomorrow around about 7 o'clock. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and hopefully the boys will do the business. But for me, if they don't do it now, there's only the blame lies in only one direction, and that's at the NFF, the football chairman, and even the president should be ashamed of all this, man. It's sad. It's really, really sad.